Hi, my name is Laylane Chagas. I'm a physiotherapist, and I will be showing you in this video how to do a stretching exercise or flexibility exercise targeted for the pelvic floor muscles. So the pelvic floor muscles are the ones that are deeply connected to the gluteal muscles there and in the floor of your pelvis. So sometimes you may have pain in the deeper in the hip or in the glute area that may be connected to excessive tightness on those muscles of the pelvic floor, and you just want to use movement to try to relax that area. Sometimes also muscle tightness in the pelvic floor can refer to the lower back, so it's just good practice to keep that flexible, and that will allow you to be in a sitting position more comfortably as well. If you do struggle to sit down on the floor with your legs crossed or in any position sitting down on the floor, that may mean that you already have tightness in that area, especially in the glutes muscles or the deep rotators of the hip. And I showed how to stretch those muscles in a different video. You may want to check for that. But this one especially is for the pelvic floor or the muscles in the bottom to the front of the pelvic zone. So you're going to start by lying down on your back. And you're going to try to keep your lower back flat. You can bridge your hips and then roll your back to a flat position. And then you can bring your knees apart. You can bring your knees towards your chest. And then as if you're sitting on the floor, you're going to be moving your knees apart. So by dragging your knees towards the floor apart, so you're just bringing your knees towards your shoulders, that can create a very deep stretch on the pelvic floor muscles there. So you can work on that. You can just rock side to side and so on. Another way to do a deeper stretch on those muscles is mainly crouching down position. So you're going to assume a crouching down position, and then you can move the legs a little bit apart. This is the frog standing position. So you can just try to move. The more you move your legs apart, like in the frog, side to side, you can just create more flexibility into those pelvic floor muscles. So that's another way to exercise those muscles there. And then another way of doing it is by kneeling down. And then you just kneel down, trying to move side to side on a half kneeling position. And then the more outwards your knee is, I will show you the other way. So you put your leg into an outward position. You can stretch that as well. For a hip flexor stretch, your knee is moving forward. For a pelvic floor, it's moving outwards. So these are different ways that you can work to relax those muscles. And make sure that when you're doing the stretch, you're using an exhale breathing to optimize the relaxation. Because if you hold your breath or if you tense up your core muscles, you're not relaxing, you're actually tensing the muscles more, and then that may not be as productive as you intended. So when you're doing your stretch, just try to work with a deep exhale or a sigh, and then making a mental effort as well to relax the muscles there in the pelvic floor. So that's just a tip, and just refer for the other glute muscle stretchings for you to work on the area as a whole. Thank you.